Hello everyone, Kevin here with Hydro Progressive Software and our second quote entry video. In this video, we will be demonstrating how to enter a new quote into the system. So to start with, we're going to go under our entry forms, quote entry, and then we're going to pick Alberta Power Co. again, and we'll click new at the top of the window. So our first step is to fill in the quote information right here. So we'll start with contact name. Now, if we don't know or we don't have a specific contact for this particular quote, we can choose not available. Or if the contact isn't in the system yet and doesn't show up in our list, we can enter them right from this window. However, for the sake of the length of this video, I'm just going to choose one we have in the system currently. Now, the same applies to salesmen. If we have a specific salesman we want this quote to belong to, we can select them here. I'm just going to leave it as not available for now. I'm also going to leave station blank. Now, I could select one of our 4 stations, but I want this particular quote to apply to our entire company. So I'm just going to leave station empty. And on job type, I'm going to choose wellhead. Now, I could leave job type empty too if I was, for example, going to enter a master price list for the customer or have a job that goes over multiple job types. I can leave the job type blank on the quote and it won't affect anything. In this case, we are going to pick wellhead. And you'll notice when I leave the job type there, it's going to populate the services window. That's because I have a service template set up for wellhead saying that these are typically the services we charge for on a wellhead type job. For LSD location, I'm going to put various because we are going to have various locations for this throughout the year. And for quote name, I'm going to say Alberta Power Co. Winter Wellhead Project 2019. So that way dispatch or whoever's using these quotes in the future knows what this quote applies to. And here I can choose my effective date, which will start tomorrow. And when I do that, it's going to populate the services again. It's going to actually change those because I have pricing set up. Now, this pricing is either for the customer, Alberta Power Co., or it's book pricing, and it will pull that in based on the dates and the job type. You can override this pricing, and we'll show you that in a second here. We can add things, we can take things away. We can do whatever we want, but this gives us a good starting point to start the quote. Here we're going to pick our expiry date, and we're going to say this one is going to expire June 30th. So any jobs that fall between March 23rd and June 30th that belong to the Winter Wellhead Project will use or can use this quote. We're not going to bother with selecting any of our options at this point. We'll come back to look at those in a future video. So we're going to jump right into our services. So as I said, these services here are a good starting point. All we really have to do at this point, if the pricing is correct, is enter our quantities. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly do that. Now, I've come to a spot here. I don't need shower truck, setup, or heavy mileage, or fire truck on this quote. So I'm just going to delete those. And here's a good sample of how you can just remove rows you don't need. I do need fill tech, but I don't need the rest of these. So I'm just going to delete them. Now I can, if I wanted, go in here and I can select, so maybe I need a CSE entry kit on this job. I'm going to actually select that. And you can see it brought it in. Now we must not have pricing for CSE entry kit in the system. So I'm going to say 1, and I'm going to say that piece of equipment is $45 per day. So you can see that I can do that make changes however I want to that. So at this point, we're ready to save the quote. We can enter any quote notes we want down here. I'll just put quote notes just so you can see later on where they're going to print. And we could also put job notes down here if we wanted to. So now I can hit save, and the quote will go ahead and be created into the system. And you can see here, quote 0 saved. It says quote 0 because we're not using unique quote numbers. We'll look at that in a different video about how those unique quote numbers work and how to set that up. We don't do it in our demo company for now, so that's fine. So now our quote is saved. It's not approved yet, so it can't actually be used on a job, and we can't create a job from it until it is approved. Who approves the quotes is up to you. I'm going to go ahead and approve this so that in a later video we can demonstrate how to create jobs and how to select those jobs on the jobs. Sorry, select the quote on the jobs. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and as always, if you would like some more information, feel free to look up our website at hydraps.com, find us on Facebook, or give us a call and we would be glad to help you.